Harris, Garbagemanpiper, coming to you from the studio, my patio. It has been a minute since I've been able to do that. So just Sunday afternoon, just had dinner, made some steaks and a salad. Gay made some mushrooms to go with it, and I thought, hey, sounds like time for some Burley. So, as everybody knows, I've been on a Solani kick with the Virginia Flake, and I showed that I had gotten this in a Yabo this last week, and I thought, hey, I think that would be, that'd be what I need to smoke. So we'll just crack this open. Not really. I already opened it, but sorry, I had to do that. It says Beans 316, but I do want to show you the flakes. I pulled a couple out here just a minute ago, and it's drying, but really nice presentation. Very nice looking flake, thin cut. It just feels like quality tobacco. I mean, granted, you pay for it, but you know what that smells like to me? Red man chewing tobacco. Ooh. Oh, I could just wad that up with a couple of sticks of double mint and be chewing away. Anyways, there you go. So I have got some here drying, and this stuff looks like it's pretty heavily cased. Solani Burley Flake Blend 656, which came highly recommended. High-class flake made of white burley, slowly burning with typical taste of licorice, offering a cool smoke. Flavoring has a hint of chocolate in it. So I'm excited to try that. I went ahead, instead of drying the flakes, I've really enjoyed the Solani Virginia. I just pulled 2 flakes out and rusticated it and kind of tearing it up, letting it kind of air out a little bit better, but you can feel there's a casing on it. I'm going to maiden voyage my Prairie Pipe Shop. I don't know, what is that, a quarter bent Dublin? I don't know. But we're going to try this one. So I'm going to load her up and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I got the bowl loaded. We're charred and lit. I've been chooching on this for about 11 minutes. About a third of the way through the bowl. I'm telling you, I don't know, y'all should know Jordan, the Prairie Pipe Shop, but he makes a really nice pipe. This is a sweet little smoker, lightweight, great clenching pipe, and it's a pretty pipe. I mean, really enjoying it. So, what do I think about the Solani aged Burley Flake? I mean, you can tell it's good tobacco. The quality of the tobacco is a bit of a class above what I would normally smoke. I say that, but it's not like I'm smoking. I mean, I'm still smoking flake, you know, rat trays. So I actually watched Pastor Piper this morning. He's been on vacation, I think he's in Florida with the family. I think he's working on a 10-day deal. And he actually brought a tin on his trip, about a half a tin. He said there was some in it. And he was smoking it. He was really enjoying a little charcoal bit from the filter. That does not happen very often. I think there's a Big Ben filter in this. Normally I don't get that with the Pearl, but Big Bens are a little bit bigger, thicker filter, and they don't fit in the pipes that I've modded, so that's why I use Dr. Pearls. I think Dr. Pearls are actually about an 8 millimeter ish. So anyways, get sidetracked. I don't smoke Burleys. I will say the Retro Hell is nice. Sorry, I'm leaning on the table. I am beat. Been working all day in the backstage. Putting the freezer, washer, dryer, hooking them up, making sure they're not leaking, running the washer through a cycle, make sure it's not leaking. Hooking up the lavatory and the drain, making sure they don't leak. Put the L table together. Just taking it a little bit at a time. I know I'm off track. I'm a little bit all over the place. Just talking about the backstage update. I think I'm going to switch it around a little bit. Where I was putting cabinets on one wall, I may move them to another wall. I've also been thinking I've got a 6-foot window there with shutters. You look out, you're looking right at the peak of the mountain, and I'm like going, why am I not setting this up to where I can look through the windows like I used to do? The mountain bikes were right there. But most of the time I spend in the backstage is spent at night. So I'm just gonna go with my original plan. So what am I drawing out of this? This is a first impressions. You know, it says licorice and it says chocolate. Room note is pleasant. Nice smoke, plenty of smoke. Maybe a dark chocolate, more of a bitter, not so much the milk chocolate as much as a dark chocolate. And it is cased a little bit more than I thought it would be, which actually is making it quite a nice after dinner smoke, especially on not that there's a nick hit, because I don't have a nick hit. It's smoking cool. I do have a 9 millimeter filter in it though. Again, not a Burley smoker. It's not a bad smoke at all. I mean, if I'm gonna smoke a Burley, that's a Burley I'm gonna want to smoke. I do have the other Solani. I think it's the 660. I don't remember. But I'll be giving that a try as well. The Burley I smoke the most of would be half and half. It really builds a nice cake in the pipe, alternating the half and half with Virginias. I've got no complaints. Is there licorice in it? Yeah, probably not as much as the half and half. I'm enjoying it. There's nothing wrong with this. I mean, if I'm going to smoke a Burley, this would be a Burley I could smoke. So this is a white Burley. Now, if Burleys are anything like Virginias, the lighter the Virginia tobacco, supposedly the sweeter the tobacco is. And then you've got the red Virginias, which are more earthy. This would be really nice with a little perique in it. Just saying. I like the retro hell, and that's why I like that perique. Just a little bit of a burn, nothing over the top. Well, there you go. First impressions of Solani Burley Flake Blend 656. I would say it's one of the better Burleys I have ever smoked. That's not saying a whole lot. But this is a pure white Burley, which I think is why it's a little bit sweeter. Well, there you go. Smoking a Burley in my Prairie Pipe Shop. I'm digging the pipe. Good smoker. Too cool. Well, this week I should have an update. Hopefully next few days I'll get some cabinets hung, some stuff moved back in. On one wall I'm wanting to do a series of shelves, just where I can put up antique tins, mugs from the YTPC, things that I've gotten that are pipe related. I was going to try and do that behind me, where when I did videos you could see that. I've got to figure out what I'm going to do with that, just because the cabinets just work better on another wall. Got a probably will be getting a little bit bigger cabinet for the cellar, because I'm moving the cellar in and the humidor. So hopefully by the end of the week those will be moved in, and I've got another place to put all this tobacco. My goal is to get a cellar cabinet big enough for all the closed tins and all the jars. That is gonna be a challenge for sure. So anyways, just sharing and chatting with you. First impressions, Solani Burley Flake. Mel Harris on a Sunday afternoon saying, sweet chicken baby, you all be safe out there.